Hey guys, welcome to Lighthouse Intuitive Tarot. My name is Julie, and we're going to jump right in for the energies today, February the 17th. So please know that energy is extremely fluid, and whenever you find this reading, you might actually find that the messages that are revealed within the reading are actually more applicable to you whenever you find it. But again, with that said, officially this reading is for February the 17th, and the aim is to tap into collective energy, all right? To shed some guidance and some light on what this day might be holding for us all. I'm going to start with the Work Your Light Oracle cards. I have premeditated on and pre-shuffled the decks, but every now and again it is nice to just do it on camera just so you all can see that the cards being pulled are actually just being shuffled through and randomly being pulled. All right, so right out of the gate, we've got two things. It looks as though, yes, beautiful. All right, nice energies. This whole deck is really so beautiful. All right, so we've got Soul Family, which says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And the Mirror, who or what is triggering you? Interesting messages there. So I'll show you the cards. You can kind of get a sense of what those cards look like. And let me find Soul Family first. The not having to do it alone. That in and of itself is a powerful message. Sometimes it's difficult to ask for help. I mean, often it's difficult to ask for help, particularly if you feel that you're accustomed to doing things on your own, and you may even have narratives and points of pride around, your independence, and that's wonderful. I completely relate to and understand all of that. Not that it matters that I relate to it, but where I'm saying, what I'm saying rather, that I we all have these things that can arise pride and whatnot within us. And this notion of you don't have to go it alone is really a reminder to call in and trust and allow the people who are close to you or who may want to be close to you to come on into your life. And I know it's easier said than done. And I know particularly on the heels of a global pandemic where we were all told to go mind our own business, thank you very much. Calling in the soul tribe may actually be something that has definitely been on the back burner, for, again, various reasons, whether it was the pandemic or whether, other factors are at play. Calling in a soul family is about sending out the intention to connect with people who will see you. And it's interesting that the next card is the Mirror card, because of course a mirror is a reflection. To an extent, all relationships in our life are reflective, in that, when you're interacting with another being, you really are perceiving in them the things that you also exhibit yourself, right? So because we're not separate, we're really all just versions of the same energies, exhibiting different dominating traits at any given moment or time, or even overall, so it's interesting that these two go together, because the calling in the soul family is really also the reminder of to take a look at self and know when to ask for help, know when maybe your ego is what is in the way that preventing you from asking for help. Maybe it's a point of pride, where really when you call in help and you allow another to show up for you in a way that is genuine and kind from their side, both energies, both parties are really experiencing a wonderful gift that we get to have and experience in this 3D on this planet. The feeling of satisfaction in having banded together with another and accomplishing something. and, trusting someone else and then being trusted, being allowed in, being allowed into the place of intimacy with another. And I don't mean intimacy, you know how I mean intimacy, just that place of trust is what I'm getting at. Doesn't in any way imply, an intimate love relationship, but it can, of course, but that's not where I was going with that. Let's read from the book. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It's a time to call in your soul family and your support team. Another side note, because I'm being told to say it, support team and soul family is also in the angelic realms and in the ascended masters and, ancestral realms. So don't be afraid to ask for that, write out loud, say what you need, and it will be there for you if you believe that it will be there for you. People who get you at a soul level, people who are the same kind of weird as you are, people who are your chosen family. They're coming and they're looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, then you're being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, a coach, a mentor, or a healer, just as examples. Tune into what kind of support you need now. Amazing. That's really a nice message. And I hope that you could hear it. I really do. I know that can definitely be a catch-up point for a lot of people where they get a bit caught up. I actually said catch-up. That's catch-up. Okay, now mirror. Let's see, number 44. Wow, right to the page. Truly meant to be. Okay. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. Through our own projections. That's big. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and even ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and to our light. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you, what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are actually like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, are envious of, or who we put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. Hugely powerful messages, both extremely complementary to one another. And it's really an invitation in today's energy to call in your soul family, check in very deeply, use your intuition, your heart space to really find out what is it that you need? What is it that you want? Which areas of your life need looking into, maybe need a helping hand? And then who or what reflects those situations back to you or trigger you? you know, that look in the mirror and knowing thyself. All right, so really nice messages there with Oracle. I'll lie them both here. We're going to get into a tarot with the Rider-Waite. So this was pre-shuffled. I'm going to just quickly see what wants to come through for us today. February the 17th. Energies for the collective. What do you want us to talk about? What do you want to show us? Ah, okay. There it is. It's the Two of Swords. So, really interesting card there. This figure, male or female, really doesn't matter. Again, the gender is unimportant. It's the energy of the card, and it's very descriptive, as you can see in the traditional deck. So it involves swords, which is, the swords are the suits of truth and sometimes victory, sometimes needing to have a fight to get to the victory. Generally, the Two of Swords represents an indecision. She's also, or this figure also has two little, you know, pieces of land, very earth energy in behind her, water energy, emotional. So there's the material, there's the emotional, there's the air. What we're really looking at with this is needing to get real again. So tying back into the soul family and the mirror, go in to the depths of yourself and pull out what you need to find, but not blind. You know, she's wearing a blindfold, but she could just lay the swords down and take the blindfold off and see what's in front of her. I keep saying she, so I clearly feel that this is a female. Anyway, carry on with that. Sorry, I don't mean to trigger with that in any way. And in any case, you know, I've made myself laugh and now I'm distracted. I apologize. Removing the blindfold is about sort of getting real, you know. There's a self-protective kind of stance here. And, you know, there's like the fight ready to be had, but there might not actually be anything to fight. It's just simply making a choice, but making it in truth rather than allowing false information. So in today's energy, I feel like the false information would be false narratives, you know, false narratives maybe about self or what is strength, you know, versus what is weakness. What is asking for help versus doing it on your own, what you can allow to come in. And it's asking to sort of set down the defensive energy, because really there's no need for defense. This person is in a very calm, tranquil, beautiful environment, you know. And the moon represents an unknown. Well, yes, there is an unknown factor, but it's because they've got a blindfold on, you know? So just kind of take that off, you know, and it's obviously sort of meant as a metaphor, clearly. And taking that blindfold off will kind of help to shed some light on what it is that you're really looking at and what it is that you must really call in today. So, and don't take decisions heavily, you know? There can be a lightness brought into it. All right, so there's that. And there will be victory also. There will be victory in it. The swords do represent victory, you know, as well. So once the truth of it is sort of accepted, the truth of whatever situation, then, you know, there's no need for the swords to be used to cut down. In fact, the swords then can just represent victory. And maybe not just victory for yourself, for an individual, you know, this could be greater collective victory, more than one. All right, so once again, let's grab ourselves a crystal mandala, a final thought here to pull the energies of today all together. I did pre-shuffle. Let me know in the comments whether you enjoy watching a shuffle or also whether you enjoy watching to see if something jumps out or if you just prefer cut. There we are. Voila. I don't think I've ever had this one. Oh, that's always so special to me when it's one that I just don't even, I'm all excited. I don't even feel that I've ever even seen this card before. Can I show you how gorgeous that is? Every one of these cards takes on a dimensional aspect when you focus on it and meditate upon it. I'm telling you, I don't know if it translates over video. I really hope it does. So if you want to screenshot it, I'm going to read the back of it, excuse me, and then I'll flip it around for you to also screenshot the words if that appeals. It's the Ascended Master El Moria and the Blue Star Sapphire. The key words are higher will. I surrender into the purpose that I was born to fulfill. I embrace my delicious divine destiny. I allow spiritual inspiration to flow through my heart and align me with the higher plan for my soul. The universe is guiding me with goodwill and positive affirmation, encouraging me to believe in myself and to grow. The universe knows what I need to fulfill my purpose and provides with kindness and enthusiasm. I trust the universe and myself as I faithfully create my beautiful life path, one step at a time. Really nice message. So again, that notion of trusting, surrendering, allowing, we can bump up against those things when we're being called to acknowledge that we can't do it all alone. But in fact, that is the meaning of a human experience. We are a social being, and we are actually meant to experience all different types of relationships here in our let's try that again, in our incarnation on earth. And so soul family, pull it in. You can open your heart, just believe you can. And know that sharing is caring is what I'm hearing, and we've all heard that. They're being funny. Sharing is caring. It is, though, of course. We all know that, right? Soul family is something that we all need, and there's real authenticity in finding soul family. And so that's what really today's energy is encouraging you to look at. This notion of almost, for lack of a better way to put it, it's like a taking inventory, who belongs. Like, and I don't mean it in a, like schoolyard kind of way. I mean it in an authentic, heart space kind of way. What belongs in your life? What do you need more of? Who can help bring that in? And if you feel like you don't know the answers to those things, then ask the divine. This is the message that they're saying. Go ahead and articulate that you need assistance finding this. I just want to also point out one more thing because it's really jumping out at me and I feel that I'm supposed to mention it. I felt very compelled to use rose scented incense today, and a lot of the cards are having roses on them, like particularly the Oracle deck, which those were our initial messages. So I don't know if the name rose is significant to you or if the flower is or the color. Please take it as it resonates, but I felt that I was supposed to mention that. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and namaste. We'll talk again soon. Bye.